Keep it cool, Tasteless. You could do this. In the upper right, we have decent on a really early probe there. We have NSH. Hold on a second.
We just took a while to start.
The probe was sent out very early. No, it wasn't.
It was.
Now that I look at your screen, no, it wasn't.
The game started a little bit.
Yeah, there was
later than normal.
I thought the game had been loaded up for a little bit. My bad, guys. Over here in the upper left, our Zerg player. Yeah, the game had been going on for about 7 more seconds than we thought. So I saw the probe sent. I was like, wait a minute, he's sending a probe out to do something crazy.
The power matrix of a pylon looks quite similar to the honeycomb things in the center.
Uh-oh. Well, let's face it, man. This is clearly a map that Protoss
is like this map.
There's all this Protoss architecture here.
That's quite true.
They
it is
probably
tall
used
to rim. That sounds Protoss
that
to me.
sounds like a Protoss.
In fact, I know it's Protoss. I'm looking at this stuff. You're right, Tasteless.
This is a Protoss map.
You just sit around looking at map architecture, looking at the doodads and stuff?
Yeah, dude.
All right. To each his own, I suppose, Tasteless.
I need to make a tasteless UMS.
Do you? It's going to be...
It's going to be about being tasteless.
You just take everyone's ladder points?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, let me be tasteless. You're like that crazy Archon in that old UMS in StarCraft 1 that like never dies, the Godzilla one.
Oh, yeah.
You ever played that one?
Yeah.
The Archon just kills everything for
I used
like
to play
20
the
minutes.
SCV football.
Oh, I was actually so good at SCV
football. I was pretty sick at that one.
At Worms, I was actually the best player in the world.
Were you?
Yes. The Worms UMS in StarCraft 1.
You ever play those guys where you beat them in StarCraft? Like, several times, like, well, let's just take this to Team Micro Arena. And I'm like, no.
I didn't play with Tessie that much.
Actually, you ever play Micro Wars?
Yeah, man, a lot.
That's fun.
Fun times.
That's
Absolutely.
fun.
You are correct, sir.
Hey, Artosis.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get you the first few times.
Just making sure you understand. All right, Forge expand. Maybe we'll see some Nidus play. This Zerg, remember, the first game the Zerg did get gateway, or excuse me, Zerg got a Baneling nest right away. He wanted to do a Baneling bust.
We see this time the probe, really great scouting by the probe, seeing that that's a very late gas. He basically doesn't have anything to fear right now. I mean,
no, he doesn't.
He could go into Roach, he can't go into Baneling. Baneling is just, it would come way too late. There'd be like sentries out, it would go terribly. But he could go into Roach. That's the only thing he has to be a little bit worried about. But he really doesn't even have to be that worried. These Zerglings are not going to have speed anytime soon. He can get another probe out. Look, beautiful! Sending that probe out. I'm actually so happy about that. None of Protoss do that. Normally they're just like, all right, bro, I don't see any cheese. I'm fine. They make 2 cannons. Then if the Zerg does it right, they die.
You should always be hiding a probe.
But yeah, he sent that probe out in a different direction in time so the Zerglings didn't see it. He's going to get another scout. He's going to have to make maybe not even 1 more cannon. He might be completely fine. He will know, though. He will know. Very smart. I'm a fan. Good work, Sage.
Chrono boosting out more probes. Protoss going to try to build up an economy. There's a lot of different things Protoss can do after fast expanding.
Oh, yeah.
More common ones are like mass, warp gate and do a timing attack. I don't think that's going to be the case here, since it's a pretty big map.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that probe is just worth its weight in probe gold.
Look at this little ninja probe.
Worth its weight in gold minerals, Tasteless.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, even if he turns it, it should be hit. Yeah.
Well, he actually got
sending out another one, Artosis.
Smart guy.
He drew straws. His probe's like, ah.
He might just be checking around the map with that one. That's actually... Sage is scouting a lot. I see why he's team captain. Your team captain actually has to be a player like this.
Of course.
In fact, Artosis' team captain, 6 Jacks, all he does is scout as well, Tasteless.
Wow.
He might lose sometimes, but he scouts everything. He sees it coming.
Dude, this Protoss is very good, though. You can tell. He's really basing his strategies off of information.
Yeah.
Oh, sneak expansion. Guess what? It's probably going to get spotted.
Yeah, it is. In fact, he's got some pretty good waypoints so far.
Do the Zealots have dreads?
Yes, they do.
They do.
In fact, here he has his probe waypointed to that location, Tasteless. That is how smart this Protoss is. I am actually becoming the sickest Sage fan. I don't care if he messes up for the rest of the game. This guy just keeps scouting. He's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to figure out what my opponent's doing.
He's sending out 2 Zealots.
Now that is interesting.
That's interesting because we don't see that normally. I mean, if there's, Lings with speed or even Roaches, they die, so... All right.
And going after that Queen, this is going to force a lot of Zerglings. 8 Zerglings on the way, 5 coming down, but...
I don't know if sending these 2 Zealots was a good idea.
Well, the cool thing is it does force a lot of Lings. He doesn't need the 2 Zealots. I like it. I like it. It's a cute little maneuver. I might try that once or twice.
Gonna give it a whirl.
I might, Tasteless.
All right, we got a Stargate coming out now.
Oh, we're gonna have
some, Void Ray.
We're gonna have some tasteless style play in a moment
here.
I
love this build, man.
We aren't gonna spoil it for you guys. We'll show you when it's happening.
Well, that's the only spoiler is that you win at the end of every game. You get all the ladder points.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's it right there.
Ah.
Well, I guess actually he's going to use that for warping in some units, but what I would have loved to see is
what he could do is, no, I think he can make a cannon on the high ground, and then warp in Stalker and start sniping that. Oh,
there you go, man. That's what
that is good.
I actually do that on this map as well. If the Zerg hasn't scouted me enough, bam, cannon on the high ground, warp stuff in on the low. You're just warping a couple zealots. What are you going to do? You're going to attack those with wings?
But the probe isn't there. I don't think he's going to do it anymore, Tosis.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Well, such is life. We do have a Phoenix on the way. One Void Ray is out, of course. Those 3 Zealots are harassing at this point. 2 that just came down from that initial harass. Beautiful moving back to the minerals. Oh, nice surround here.
Oh, that was really
surround. Good. Yeah, that was very quick by our fOU Zerg. Well done by Sirius.
Here comes the Void Ray. And with the Phoenix here, I don't know if he can actually defend this. I mean, there's no creep connecting these expansions, obviously.
Look at this, saving his lift until the Void Ray's hurt. Bam! Saves it during the shields. I love that. Beautiful play. Happiness surrounds me.
All right, he's going for the Spore Crawler. Interesting he did not use that pylon to try to attack.
And
that
look at this.
Must be, is that a scout or is that
a scouting zealot?
Huh.
That is what that is. That is what that is.
That is what that is, man.
No, man, he is scouting insanely well. And just harassing pretty well overall. Not getting a ton of damage.
These pylons and these outlying expansions and stuff. Uh-oh, you should not have done that.
Well, they do burrow a little bit quicker now. Should be able to get that down, no problem. Hydra's walking down.
No, he does have that pylon there, though. He can warp some stuff in.
And it looks like the harassment there is over, though.
I can't believe he didn't warp in units with the
I would have done
pylon and just tried to kill the expansion. I mean, why did he make it there? Looks like he's going to warp in some stuff in the main. Here we go. Now he's using it.
Very cute moves here, lifting up Hydras, attacking in with Zealots against the other Hydras.
The whole show team is so excited right now.
Yeah, they are. And, well, that's a good micro by Sirius.
You can actually kite these, actually, Protoss has got to be careful because this is actually getting a little bit sloppy, Artosis.
Yeah, warping in more and more Zealots. Doesn't want to use any gas on this attack. Oh, Zergling's coming in, but he has those more Zealots. Sirius is holding for now, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think he actually didn't utilize the hatchery right away. I would have just been bringing in more units.
Well, we do have Storm on the way, some more gateways as well, getting his upgrades going too. Oh, look at this. He's kind of all over the place. These are some really cute moves. But the Zealot harassments are going to have to end pretty soon. He's used a lot of minerals. Hasn't done as much damage as I think he wanted.
This was a lot of minerals that could have gone to making more warp gates or a nexus. So, oh, very nice.
Some really cute moves going on by Sage. I can absolutely see why this guy is team captain.
Yeah, he's really good. I don't think he can keep doing the Phoenix stuff.
Yeah.
There might be too many Hydras here. But you never know. Sometimes you get enough Phoenixes and you can actually kill a ton of Hydras. It's like,
quite true. He's still making them.
Yeah.
He's already up to 8. Another one on the way. Oh my god, he's actually getting Zealot charge right now as well. This is really, really cute. Using his gas on upgrades, Templars, and Phoenix. In the meantime, getting a lot of Zealots with charge. It's a really cute unit composition. Roaches are quite good against it, but of course you're going to want to make more Hydras because you have all these Phoenixes. So it's really, really interesting play so far.
All right, Phoenixes hitting the Queen. The Zealots now coming in here.
I love the use of Phoenixes this game, Tasteless.
I can't believe that the Zerg has adjusted about that pylon up there.
Well, it looks like those Zealots will be taken out, but he does kill some more drones with some nice micro and targeting. The Phoenixes being just used amazingly. It's so nice to have some active units out on the map that you can actually harass with, but you have to build a solid strategy around it. And this one's gearing up to be a pretty solid strategy overall. You just have to be very careful if your opponent makes a lot of Roaches. Because Roaches actually won't care that much about Phoenixes, even though they obviously don't hit air. As long as you have Burrow and get Burrow movement, you can actually almost weather a Storm. Storm almost does nothing.
Looks like Sage is going to go ahead and try to expand here. Now the Phoenixes aren't at home. Hold that thought, though.
Look at that. A lot of Zealots coming in. Charge is done. And this base might even be taken out, but there's a counterattack going on.
Whoa. This is a sloppy counterattack. The units are not even put together.
Yeah, well, he's used some storms up, has a few more left. Still hitting that base, sending some roaches down to save it. Is this an attack that can actually break the Protoss? No, it is not. Looking at the units, it's not going to happen. But will this break the Zerg? No, he's going to keep sending roaches. Roach is just so good against
But you know what?
Zealots.
If he keeps doing this and just expands, Zerg is never going to get a 4th base.
Yeah.
That's going to be up and running with drones. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Spore Crawler doing a lot of damage still, but those Phoenixes doing even more.
He's moving in and out with Zealots.
This is actually such a huge
The whole
play.
team is so pumped behind me. Keep hearing them clapping and cheering.
Yeah, they really are. Great choice to put this guy out. Sage doing an amazing job.
I love how he's splitting up the army. This way he can actually send the Phoenixes out in little groups.
Thing is, Zealots normally not used very much in this matchup. They're kind of weak against kind of everything, but he is really just stretching the Zerg thin.
Well, it's interesting to see the Zealots with the Phoenixes. He's just making the army so small.
At this point, Tasis, I have to decree that the Zerg has fallen apart.
The Zerg should be dead, you're right.
He's not handling all this correctly. When someone is doing this many multi-pronged harassments to you, you just make a bunch of spores, a bunch of spines. You sit tight, you stop them, and then you're going to be all right because he has to gain something from it or he spent too much.
You know something went right before a hatchery dies? It looks like it's going to sneeze. Watch, let's see if we get a shot of this hatch.
When Tasis looks like he's going to sneeze, he looks up at the lights.
Yeah, you want to look at a light if you think you're going to sneeze. That'll make you sneeze instantly. You guys think I'm joking? I'm actually totally serious. I just changed
this
some
Zerg is totally serious.
Yeah. The hatchery looked at the light and just blew up. Don't look at the light. All right, Templars coming out here. Zerg is doing a good job if you look at the bottom right side of the mini-map. Just keeping a creep out there so Protoss can't expand to locations that are hard for the Zerg to control.
Yeah, very good play there. The supplies are pretty even. These Phoenixes they have done so much this game.
Uh-oh, that was an ambitious Zealot. All right, we have Templars, Archons, Zealots.
These
similar
Phoenixes,
to a StarCraft 1 PvZ.
13, 4, 3, 6, 5, 5, 6, 2. Those are your lucky numbers, Tasis, and they're also the numbers of kills on those Phoenixes.
Wow. Well, that expansion's gone. If the Zerg doesn't get another base up here in a few minutes, I mean, he's basically dead.
Yeah. I mean, the army moving out right now is really neat looking. It's so neat looking.
Well, here's the thing, Artos, is that even though the Protoss massed up very slowly, the Zerg does not have a good, balanced economy or a balanced army, and this is going to be pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, let me check something here.
Please.
No Burrow. Burrow is a very important upgrade against Templar tech.
Yes.
Especially with Burrow movement. As I said before, you can basically weather a Psy Storm. And this army that he has out here, I mean, even though he has an Observer, Burrow might be something he needs. If he holds off the first wave, Burrow for a moment, get that added regeneration. There's actually no sentries in this army. I want to point this out.
Yeah, you rarely ever see that.
Yeah, this is very bizarre. More and more harassment going on, but look at this sentryless Protoss vs. Zerg army.
Let's see how this works.
Now there are some infestors out here.
Right.
Feedback versus fungal growth.
He does have his army well positioned here. Oh man, that's some pretty crazy Psy Storms.
Man, that's a lot of Psy Storms.
Unbelievable. He's not done yet, too. He's got to keep storming. He could feedback, and he did, those infestors right now.
But does he have enough? Again, had no sentries, does not have blink.
You know what's funny is that attack could not have gone better for Protoss, and he still lost.
Yeah.
Well, that goes to show you how important it is. Uh-oh.
But in the meantime,
in the main.
Will he kill the pool? No, not quite.
Nope.
But still, it's 3 base against 3 base, and even though he lost that battle, he's actually still ahead in supply. Yep. That was an unbelievably expensive army loss, but,
He's actually killing too many Overlords.
Yeah, Zerg is actually at 118 of
700
72.
minerals worth of Overlords there. Now, I don't know if this is actually a good idea or not. We don't see any units here. But
he's bringing more units up as well. This may turn into a very good idea. It's mostly Stalkers coming up here. Now we're switching over, watching this harassment once again.
Oh, the Immortal not hitting the roaches.
This is what happens when you send too many units for harassment. And he has no Psy Storms. These are newly warped in High Templars.
The Zealots will die very quickly when we warped in here to the Roaches.
You know, the one thing our Protoss forgot is the Dark Shrine.
Yeah.
If he had a Dark Shrine, these attacks would be doing even less than they are now.
He does have a Colossus out here.
Both players taking a lot of damage here.
This is actually a pretty wild game.
It certainly is.
Oh, there he is. Zerg just taps out.
Yeah, he just had nothing left, man.
He might have wanted to try to target fire the Nexus briefly and just run for it.
Really cool, really fun style by Sage, I have to say.
Now, here's one question, though. Is Sage going to be too exhausted? That was an actual pretty epic game with
his
nonstop
brain had
battles.
to be everywhere. When you have to manage that many little harassments and play a long macro game, it can be quite difficult. But Sage, he's happy, man. I think his team is going to invigorate him. He's going to play a very good game next as well.
I can't wait to see this next game.
You know, the one thing I have to say, why I was calling like, well, he has a very cool-looking army. I didn't want to say he has a sick army coming out because there were no sentries in there, man.
Well, it's just so funny. He had the Archons positioned perfectly. The Zealots were in the front. Stalkers in the back. Templars had great storms. But it's like, look, if you don't have a way
Roach is good against
to isolate some of the Zerg army, I mean, you're in trouble.
Yeah. So, the only thing that I can say about Sage is, you know, maybe wait a little bit longer, get a little bit better unit composition.
Yeah.
Get that Dark Shrine too, Tasis. Dark Shrine. When you got 100 units flying around, they don't want to make overseers.
It's funny that he actually harassed that much, and he almost lost. Still, I mean, when that counterattack happened, I was like, all right.
Yeah. No, it's just, he played such a style that I'm sure that this Zerg had almost no practice against. This is like a really weird
We've never seen a
edge
game quite like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to have a 2-minute break pretty soon here. What should they do for the break? We haven't talked about this in a while.
Well, they don't have a whole lot of time.
No,
they probably should go. We always talking about Twitter. Go to Facebook. Facebook.com/GomTVNet.
Oh, yeah.
And /Artosis and /Tasteless.
I haven't used my Facebook fan page thing
you need to use
in a while.
Got to use it.
Please get on that.
Facebook is fun.
It is.
Everyone's doing it. It's the new craze.
It is.
I don't know where this came from. I don't know who these kids are. But
these youngins?
Go ahead and do that.
We'll be right back, guys. Don't go too far away. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second, actually. We are
who do you use?
Go to the player.
Quick. Is it Leanock? No. No, it's not Show. Wait. I didn't see his face.
I didn't see
it.
Some of these Korean haircuts, their hair's so shaggy. Didn't see his face. Ruh-roh.
All right.
Now we see the face.
This guy.
Can't lie anymore because they didn't work the ID. We don't know some of these players or the teams. Who is it? Wait for it. Clearly one of their lesser known players, though. We do know that much. Probably very good in practice, though.
ASD fOU. Excellent. He just knocked out Slayer's Box, if I recall correctly. I haven't caught up on all the games yet. We've been back for a day.
Yep.
Started, though.
All right, so we have our 2 players now.
The Boxer Killer against NSH Sage.
I think they probably said to themselves, well, don't send Leanock out there. That Protoss has got some really weird PDZ.
Yeah, that's quite true.
Let's actually keep Leanock for a little bit.
Let's use Lee to knock someone out later.
Ooh, I like that.
Lee knocking the nerds down. Lee knocking on your door. Lee knock Tasteless. Who's there? Lee knock.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Time for the break. We'll see you soon in just about 2 minutes.